press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Let capital A equal to set of x comma y comma z and capital B is equal to set of 1 comma 2. Find the number of relations from capital A to capital B. Here n of A is equal to cardinal number of the set capital A, means number of elements in capital A 1, 2, 3. N of A equal to 3 and n of B, the number of elements in capital B, that is equal to 2. Next, here find the number of relations from capital A to capital B. Number of relations. Actually, the number of relations is equal to the number of subsets. This is the formula for any set. Okay, because every subset is one relation. Therefore, the number of relations equal to number of subsets. Okay, next. Here, n of A cross B, the relation is from A cross B. Therefore, that is equal to the number of relations, means here we are using 2 power n of A cross B. This is the formula. So, therefore, the number of relations from capital A to capital B is equal to 2 power n of A cross B, because from it is given that from A to B. So 2 power, actually this formula is n of A into n of B, that is equal to 2 power, what is n of A? 3 into what is n of B? 2. So that is equal to 2 power 6. This is the answer. Okay, 2 power 6 means what? 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8, 8 2 is 16, 32, 64. That is equal to 64. This is the number of subsets or number of relations. Hence the proposition. Write the relation capital R equal to the set of ordered pair of x comma x cubed. X is a prime number less than 10 in roster form. So, first I wish to explain the definition of a prime number and as well as a composite number. Okay. Here, first point, P belongs to Z plus and P should be greater than 1. P is a number, letter, capital P is a number, so that P belongs to Z plus and P greater than 1. Number 2, P is divisible by, it is divisible by 1. Next, third condition, P is divisible by itself, within bracket P itself means that number only. So, subject to the conditions, if 3 conditions are satisfied, then only P is said to be a prime. P is said to be a prime or prime number. Okay, let us consider the example. So, our example should be started from 2, not 1, because first condition Z plus, second condition P greater than 1. So, we ignore all negative integers, that is Z minus. We are not taking Z minus, we are not taking even 0 also. 0 belongs to Z. So, it should be greater than 1 means we are taking P is equal to 2, starting number 2. Let us verify the conditions. 2 that is belongs to Z plus and 2 is greater than 1. Okay, next 2 is divisible by 1. Already you did know very well in the lower classes about the divisibility or division algorithm. Okay, 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 is divisible by itself. Itself means 2, and and we note that 2 is not divisible by any other number. Therefore 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. Similarly 3, it is a z plus. It is belongs to z plus. It is greater than 1. 3 is divisible by 1 and 3 is divisible by 3 only, means itself. We can write only. So therefore 3 is a prime number. Let us verify for 4. Listen, 4 that is belongs to z plus. 4 is greater than 1. Next 4 is divisible by 1. 4 is divisible by itself. Okay, but 4 is divisible by other number 2. Therefore 4 is not a prime number. Here what did I say? P is divisible by itself only and P is divisible by 1. It should be greater than 1. That to be P belongs to Z plus. Okay. Next let us consider 5. 5. It is belongs to Z plus. It is greater than 1. It is divisible by 1. It is divisible by itself only. Therefore it is a prime number. Another example 6. Let us take. Is it visible? Here 6. Let us consider 6. Okay, 6 belongs to belongs to Z plus. Of course 6 is greater than 1. Next 6 is divisible by 1. Next 6 is divisible by itself, when 6 over. Next 6 is also divisible by 2 and other number 3. Therefore these conditions are failed by this another condition, adding another condition. So therefore 6 is also divisible by other number 2 and 3. Therefore 6 is not a prime number. So therefore we can list out easily the prime numbers. Just I will write here prime numbers. Simply primes is equal to the set of, so 2, 3, 4 is not prime number, 5, next 6 is not prime number because it is divisible by other number. Next 7, it is not divisible by other number. Okay, 7, 8 is divisible by other number, 9 is divisible by other number, 3 3s are divisible by 3. Next 10, it is divisible by other numbers 2, 5. Next 11, similarly 13. Next 14, it is not a prime number. 15, 16, 17, it is a prime number. 18, 19 is a prime number. 20, 21, 22, 23 is a prime number. 23 is a prime number. Of course, it is an infinite set. So many infinite numbers are there. So for example, I have given these numbers for primes. Okay, this is the complete definition of a prime number. Once again, first condition, P should be belongs to Z plus. Second condition, P should be greater than 1. Third condition, P should be divisible by 1. Next, fourth condition, P should be divisible by itself only. Then only P is said to be a prime number. Similarly, composite number means what? If small p is not a prime number, then P is called composite number. So therefore we can give the complete definition for composite number also. What is that? P belongs to first condition. P belongs to Z plus. Next, second condition. P should be greater than 1. And third condition, P is not a prime. Not a prime. Then P is called as a composite. A composite number. Come on, tell me some composite numbers. For example, 4 is a composite number because it is not a prime number. Next, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, like that. Understand? This is the set of composite numbers. Okay, so this is the set of course it is also infinite numbers, and we notice that from these two definitions, 0 is neither a prime nor composite number. Okay, 0. Another 1 is also neither composite number nor prime number. Next, all Z minus negative integers, all negative integers are neither prime numbers nor composite number. It is a small lesson about composite number and prime numbers. Okay, there is no other rule to find the prime number or composite number. Okay, now let us come to our question or lesson. Here, write the relation capital R in the roster form. X is a prime number less than 10. So X is equal to the set of, or we can write simply X. X means prime number less than 10. So prime number less than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. So therefore 2, 3, next 5, next 7. These are the prime numbers which are less than 10. Okay. We can take X equal to 2, next X equal to 3, X equal to 5, X equal to 7. So therefore clearly capital R is equal to the set of X is what? 2. Here we are writing X comma X cubed. Next 3 comma X cubed, 3 cubed, comma 5 cubed. Next 7 cubed. That's all. This is the roster form of the given relation. Understand? Hence the problem. Before doing example 19, I wish to explain some basic points that is about the number system. First, natural numbers. Natural numbers means, already I said, it is a set of counting numbers. So counting numbers. These are called natural numbers. Counting numbers are natural numbers. Of course, it is denoted by capital N. So therefore, capital N means the set of, okay, I will write it completely or complete sentence. The set of natural numbers. Actually, counting will start with 1, not with 0. Remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Just like that. Next, another set is there. whole numbers, whole number system, whole number. Actually, the set of whole numbers is denoted by W because in the spelling W is there. Therefore, W is equal to the set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, just like that. Means from here it is natural numbers. Means what we are taking 0 together with the natural numbers. It is called whole number system. It is denoted by simply W. So where is the difference? Here is the difference. 0 is not belongs to n natural number set. 0 it is belongs to W whole numbers, and all natural numbers that is belongs to W. Therefore, W is the superset and capital N is the subset. Understand? So we can write N is a subset of W. Right. This is the second. Next, the set of integers. The set of next lesson. The set of integers. The set of integers. The set of integers. Actually, number one. First, positive integers we shall discuss. Positive integers. Next one, negative integers. Third one, 0. Okay. First, positive integers. Positive set of positive integers. Set of positive integers. The set of positive integers. Actually, it is denoted by Z plus. That is equal to the set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, like that. These are called the positive integers. Next, the set of negative, the set of negative integers. Actually, it is denoted by Z minus. That is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on, like that. Remember, 0 is not belongs to Z plus. 0 is not belongs to Z minus. 0 neither belongs to Z plus nor belongs to Z minus. Latter, the set of integers, it is denoted by Z. Z means actually it is Z plus union Z minus union 0. The set of 0. Remember, it is not empty set. This is set containing one element. It is 0. Of course, it is singleton set. So means what? That is equal. Z is equal to. So 0 is there. Positive integers are there. Just like that. Here negative integers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on, like that. This is a set of integers. Okay. Next. Set of integers over. Next. Very important lesson or definition. Rational numbers. Rational numbers. You come here. Rational numbers. Okay. First, let simple definition. P comma Q, that is belongs to Z. Okay. Means take two integers subject to the condition Q should not be equal to 0. Subject to the condition Q should not be equal to 0. Q should not be equal to 0. And the number which is of the form, is it visible? Which is of the form P by Q. P by Q is called a rational, number. Is called a rational number. Whereas subject to the condition is important. Okay. So where P comma Q will have no factors, except one. Did you understand this sentence? P comma Q will have no factors except one. Okay, I will explain this sentence. Here, let us take 4 by 6. You can ask me, sir, P is equal to 4, Q is equal to 6. Okay, P comma Q, 4 comma 6 R belongs to Z. Okay, this condition is also satisfied. Next, Q means it is P, numerator is P, denominator is Q. Q, sir, Q is equal to 6. Of course, it is not equal to 0. And that way, this number is of the form P by Q. Hence, it is a rational number. You can say like that. No, 1 minute. 4 is equal to, actually, 4 can be written as 2 into 2. 6 means 2 3s are 6. So, therefore, in numerator, 2 is a factor. And denominator also will have the factor 2. What I said, no factor should be there except 1. Therefore 4 by 6 is not a rational. Simply I am writing RTL. RTL means that rational number. 1 minute, remember. Actually, 4 by 6 is equal to 2 into 2 divided by 2 into 3. Mathematically, it will be cancelled. 2 cancelled. It remains 2 by 3. So that is equal to P. It is Q. So P comma Q, 2 comma 3 are integers. This condition is satisfied. Next, Q means what? 3. So 3 not at all equal to 0. And next, 2 means what? 2 into 1. 3 means what? 3 into 1. So therefore, numerator, this is the numerator. Its factor is 1 and its factor is 1. So there are no other factors except 1. Therefore, this 2 by 3 is a rational number. Sir, mathematically 4 by 6 equal to 2 by 3. Therefore, it is also a rational number, sir. No, it is wrong. It is a similar fraction of 2 by 3. So 4 by 6 is a similar fraction of 2 by 3. So this 2 by 3 is a rational number, RTL, but it is not a rational number. Then it is what? It is a similar fraction of a rational number 2 by 3. Originally means the mother number is 2 by 3. These are children. So similarly, actually 2 by 3 is equal to into 2. Okay. Into 3, 6 by 9. Into 4, 8 by 12. Next, into 5, 10 divided by 15, that is equal to, and so on. So 2 by 3 equal to. This is not rational number. 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 the rational number which is in the standard form or the mother main basic number, basic rational number is 2 by 3, because 2 will have only one factor, that is 1, and 3 will have only one factor, that is 1. No other factors are there. So therefore, what I am telling that these are all children. This is the mother. So this mother, it is in standard form. Originally, it is called the rational number, but not these. So this is the best example. Similarly, we can take minus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4. That is equal to minus 3 means what? 3 into 1. 4 means what? 4 into 1. So clearly we are having the numerator will have the factor only 1 and denominator will have the factor only 1. So therefore there are no other factors except 1. I explained this sentence. Understand? There are no other factors except 1. So therefore there are no other factors except 1. Therefore, minus 3 by 4 is a rational. For shortcut means short form is RTL. RTL means rational number. So is a RTL. Okay. So but minus mathematically minus 3 by 4 is equal to, let us take into 2. 3 2 is 6. Minus 6 by 8, that is equal to minus 3 3 is 9. 3 4 is 12. Next 4 minus 4 means 12. 12 divided by 4, 16. 16, that is equal to minus. Next 5 minus 15 divided by 5 4 is 20. That is equal to, and so on. So we have infinite similar fractions are there, but basic is minus 3 by 4. It is called a rational number. A rational number. Graphically we can write this is the main tree, minus 3 by 4, main tree. Next this is one leaf, minus 6 by 8. Another leaf, minus 9 by 12. Another leaf, minus 12 by 16. Another leaf, minus 15 by 20. Like that. Another means minus 18 divided by 24. So infinite leaves are there for a tree. Minus 3 by 4. So it is called rational number. It is called rational. It is rational number. It is in standard form. So this is the simple definition of a rational number. So understand? I wish to recall the definition. Let p comma q, that is belongs to integer, within bracket q should not be equal to 0. Next a number which is in the form of p by q. In the form of p by q. Already I said q not at all equals to 0, because in the denominator we are having 0. Actually basic is any finite number. It is a finite, any finite number divided by 0, it is called infinity. That's why for no loss of generality we are taking non-zero element in the denominator. That's why we are writing q not equal to 0. We are taking non-zero element. Okay, a number which is in the form of p by q is called a rational number. A rational number where p comma q will have no factors. No factors means no other factors except 1. Except except 1. Okay. In other words, or GCD. GCD means greatest common divisor. GCD of P comma Q is 1. This is the second definition. Means a number which is of the form P by Q, whereas GCD of PQ is 1, then it is called the rational number. Okay, next. Here, let us consider once again integer set Z. Z is what? Z is equal to the set of and so on -3, -2, -1, 0, next 1, 2, 3, like that. It is the set of integers. Let us consider one integer. For example, 3 is there. 3 can be written as 3 divided by 1. So that is equal. 3 means what? It can be 3 into 1. 1 is what? 1 into 1. So this 3 will have only one factor, that is 1. And this 1 means denominator will have only one factor, that is 1. So therefore, there are no other factors for numerator and denominator except 1. Hence, it is a rational number. Similarly, let us take a negative number, negative integer -5. So -5 is equal to -5 by 1. It can be written as -5 by 1. So minus 5 means it is 5 into 1. 1 means it is 1 into 1. Similarly, the numerator 5 will have only one factor, that is 1, and denominator 1 will have only one factor, that is 1, no other factors except 1. So therefore, it is also a rational number. So therefore, thus every integer is a rational number. I wish to recall even integers and odd integers. First, even integer. Even integer means an integer which is divisible by 2, it is called even integer. For example, 2 is divisible by 2, 4 is divisible by 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 will be like that. So, these are called even integer. Remember, 0 is also even integer. Understand? For example, 1 minute, 20 or take 14. 14 is there. Divided by 2. 2 7s are 14. Remainder is 0. Actually, this is called dividend. This one is called divisor. This one is called quotient. This one is called remainder. This one is called remainder. Okay. So whenever we are obtaining the remainder 0, then we can say that 14 means this dividend 14 is divisible by this divisor 2. This is the division algorithm. Similarly, we can show that 12 is divisible by 2, means 2 next to 12, 2 6 12, remainder 0. Similarly, we can show that 16 is divisible by 2, 18 is divisible by 2, 20 is divisible by 2, and so on. Of course, these are called positive even integers. Next, -2, negative side. -2 is also called as even integer. -4 is also called as even integer, like that. Next, odd integers. Odd integers. Of course, even integer means what? Here,
I will write some definition. Even integer means an integer which is divisible by 2, comma, is called as even integer. Odd means negative meaning. Odd integer means what? An integer means an integer which is not divisible by 2, comma, is called an odd integer. Example 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. Negative side -1, -3, -5 and so on. These are called odd integers. Of course, these are positive odd integers. These are positive odd integers. Next, these are negative odd integers. Okay, so this is the definition of rational numbers and even integers, odd integers. Next, we are going to irrational number. This is an important lesson. Irrational number. Listen. Actually, the definition of rational number is over. Next, irrational. Irrational means negative meaning of rational. Means what? A number, is it visible? A number which is not a rational, comma, is called as irrational number. We can give the simple definition for irrational number. Irrational means if it is not rational number, then the number is irrational. Rational means, for example, it is a boy. If a person is not a boy, definitely it is a girl. Means it is the girl in the same sense. If a number which is not a rational number, then it is irrational number. Okay? So therefore, a number which is not rational number, then it is called as irrational number. Understand? Right. This is the simple definition. Another definition is there. This is the first definition. Okay. Second definition. A number which cannot be expressed as P by Q, then it is called irrational number. Understand? Next, another point, number 3 means irrational number. In irrational number, the decimal part will be non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-terminating means what? Endless. Next, Non-recurring means repeating, means not repeated or unrepeating. Unrepeating. Did you understand? No. Example, I will take example. 3.1428571429 and so on like that. Okay, here let us observe. This is point is here. This is called integer part. Next, this is called decimal part. This is called decimal part. Observe, in an irrational number, the decimal part will be non-terminating, means endless. Okay, and so on is there, right? This condition is satisfied. Next, another condition, non-recurring. Unrepeating means numbers should not be repeated. Means, for example, 1428571429. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Infinite decimals are there. In this group, 14 is not repeated. Even 142 is not repeated. Even 1428 is not repeated. Even 14285 means this is the group of digits. So no group of digits is repeated. For example, repetition means what? 3.1428, 1428, 1428 and so on. Just it is called repetition. This is called repetition. Understand? Next, 3.1428. That's all. It is called end. It is endless. It is endless. It is end. End means finite digits, means decimal part will have finite number of digits. For the opposite meaning of endless, this is correct. For the opposite meaning of it is what? Terminating means endless. Ending means full stop. So it contains only 4 digits. So 3.48 is different. 3.1428, 1428, 1428, 1428, 1428. It is different. 3.142857, 1429 and so on. It is different. Out of this is irrational number. Next, this one. It is not irrational number. A number which is not irrational number, then it is said to be rational number. Of course, it is a rational number. This is also. Ending is there, means in decimal system, finite number of digits are there. Next, repetition means here unrepeated. Unrepeated means mainly it is end with 4 digits. Therefore, it is rational number, but not irrational number. But not irrational number. Come here. Actually, take 2 rational numbers. Rational number means 3. Another rational number 4. Because already I said every integer is a rational number. So it is 3 by 1. It is 4 by 1. So this is the rational number. It is also a rational number. In between two rational numbers, actually 3 comma next we can consider, if we are consider 4 digits,
Next number will be 0001, just like that. 3.0002, just like that, and so on. 4 will be like that. What I am telling that between two rational numbers there are infinitely rational numbers and infinitely irrational numbers are there. Between two rational numbers, how many rational numbers are there? Infinite rational numbers are there. Between two rational numbers, how many irrational numbers are there? Infinite rational numbers are there. So therefore, between two rational numbers, how many rational numbers are there? Infinite rational numbers are there. Between two rational numbers, how many irrational numbers are there? Infinite irrational numbers are there. So this is called density law of density. This is called density law of rational numbers. This is very important for JEE. Okay. Next, let us take irrational numbers. Irrational number. Another irrational number. Two irrational numbers are there. So between these two irrational numbers, how many rational numbers are there? Infinitely. Similarly, how many irrational numbers are there? Infinitely. So therefore, between two irrational numbers, there are infinite rational numbers are there. Between two irrational numbers, there are infinite irrational numbers are there. So this is called density law of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Remember already I said pi comma e are irrational numbers. If possible, you will have to remember these two values. E is what? Approximate equal to 2.7182818284 and so on, like that. Next, pi value. Pi, it is approximate equal to 3.1428571429 and so on, just like that. So in this lesson, these 3 points are very important. It is useful for IIT, JEE and other competitive examinations. Okay, actually rational numbers, set of rational numbers is denoted by Q. Q means it is the set of rational numbers. Next, set of irrational numbers is denoted by Q dash. Q dash stands for the set of irrational numbers. Q stands for the set of rational numbers. Understand? Next.